Explosive flood is one of nature's most destructive forces. Saying it is also one of the most astounding natural phenomena. From Arizona, the streams of the Dry River were flooded by powerful mudslides, to Yellowstone, where a river floods and destroys trees. This video will share with you those huge explosive floods. Water disaster Mother Nature. There are many dangerous ways to demonstrate to humans he still reigns supreme. Explosive flood is one of the most frequent ways. These extremely dangerous events, it happens in a matter of minutes. In this short period of time, can cause unparalleled damage. In 2015, northern Chile, there was a flood like this. This video shows a mudslide. This is when a lot of water flows, when passing through unspoiled land. The phenomenon of carrying huge clouds of soil. The explosive flooding that triggered the mudslide. It's 2015. A cold wind from Chile because of Mount Andes, and experienced the direct result of abnormal rainfall. Governance Ministry of the Interior National Emergency Response Office, a government entity dealing with natural disasters. The data on this flood was released. A total of 27,413 people were affected. 26 confirmed dead. 101 people are still considered missing. Due to the remoteness of the affected area, it is expected that around 28,000 homes will be damaged. 105 of them were completely swept away by the flood. Flagstaff, Arizona. Right in the middle of Arizona. Although you might think the state's climate is hot and dry, but the flagpole, the city actually experiences a variety of weather changes, including winter snowfall. In summer, and they have a different kind of disaster, the monsoon rains. July 2021. The region has experienced weeks of drought. That's what you'd expect from Arizona. However, around the same time, multiple wildfires broke out this week. One of them is only 23 miles from Flagstaff. By July 14th, the wildfire is out, and the monsoon rains are coming. Rain mixed with debris from wildfires formed a powerful explosive flood. The video was filmed by the Arizona Department of Transportation. It shows mud, scene of debris and water sucking under. Usually, this sudden flood comes without any warning, sweeping the land the way they want. Fortunately, Arizona's response to such incidents has considerable coping experience. Protective buildings and drainage systems have been built to cope with these floods. Local residents are also familiar with how to deal with floods, usually know that in this situation, how to operate safely. However, nature is unpredictable. This flood, it shut down parts of Flagstaff's evangelistic system. School children were stranded waiting for the floodwaters to recede. At least 24 houses suffered severe water damage. Fortunately, this flood, no casualties were reported. 2020 for Yellowstone National Park. It was a turbulent year. Mentioning Yellowstone National Park, you might think of beauty, beautiful scenery and wildlife, or a deadly supervolcano lurking underground. But strong, big storm, bringing a different scene to 202 years. And it led to a catastrophe. The rain in June never stopped. This made park officials aware they faced a serious problem. It keeps raining. That caused floods, landslides and mudslides. Most of the park was closed due to flooding, because many roads are damaged or require natural drainage. You can see it in the video. The many rivers in Yellowstone National Park extended their riverbed greatly. The riverbank collapsed and was carried away by the flood, leaving a broken shore. Fortunately, there were not many people in Yellowstone Park at the time of the flood. Therefore, no casualties were reported. However, due to dangerous road conditions and overflowing rivers, close monitoring is still required when reopening the park. In regions of the world with frequent monsoons, explosive flooding is a very common problem. Countries need to develop contingency plans to deal with floods. Even with these plans, it's hard to stop in the face of such a huge amount of water. This video ends here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.